Hello everyone, welcome back aboard another edition of Dear Love Talk with myself, James.
And with me, Helena. And if you want to send us your questions, you only need to email us on questions@lovetalkshow.tv or also get in touch through our Facebook page.
We're going to answer the first question. Actually, this comes from one of our seminar attendees. And this person says, my husband left me and my 9-year-old son and started building a life of his own in another country with a different woman. I've been in this situation for 2 years and I live in the hope that one day he will change and come back to me. But lately, I feel like I'm losing my strength. How can I keep motivated?
I know.
Well, before, I know that your tongue is itching on this one, but I think that how can I keep motivated is the wrong question you should be asking. Because if this person has left you, and for 2 years you've been fending for yourself with your son, and he's moved off to another country with another woman, you know, it's actually a good thing that I'm answering this question and not Elena, because she would have been a lot more animated about this. But
what does he mean?
I want to tell you, every time you say, I'm waiting on someone to come back, I'm waiting on someone to change their mind and come back to me and remember that I still exist and start a life again with me, you are putting your future in that person's hands. And this is a terrible decision. You know, imagine this person doesn't change his mind for 10 years. You're going to be in limbo for 10 years. Do you think that's really a good idea? You know, I'm not saying you should quit fighting for your marriage or you should carry on fighting for your marriage. It's your decision. But I can say that I believe completely that it's a wrong decision to say, I'm going to wait on this person making up their mind, because then, let's say this person never makes up their mind. That means you're going to be waiting on something for the rest of your life. And you cannot put your future in someone else's hands. Rather than this person making up his mind, you need to make up your mind. You need to decide how much is your future worth? How much are you worth? You know, is it really worth waiting like you're waiting at a bus stop for a bus that will never come? So perhaps the idea is, if he made his decision, he's moved on with someone else, whether this was the right decision or not, then you make a decision also to move on, to fight for your future and to start a life with your son, do the best for both of you.
Yeah, I would just add one thing, you know, I think you need to value yourself a bit more. I think you need to see yourself as someone a lot more special than what you've seen in yourself, because for you to, okay, he already went off with another woman to another country, left you with your son, that already says a lot. And like my husband said, and very well said, it's your decision. If you have the strength, if you want to carry on waiting, you can. But whether this is the right thing to do or not, I have my doubts about it, because you have so much ahead of you, so many exciting things that could be happening to you now. He's moving on and you're still waiting for him.
Yeah.
So I don't even think that that is attractive to him.
Exactly.
If he was to, hold on, let me see, maybe I want to go back, but there you are, stuck, stagnant in that same place where he left you.
So
not very attractive.
Don't put your future in that person's hands.
Not at all.
Okay, decide for yourself and perhaps it's time to move on. Yeah. Next question.
There's another one, is anonymous, from someone who didn't want to give their name, which is fine, you can do that. And it says, I have been married for 14 years and have a beautiful daughter. My husband provides for me and is a very good dad, but is emotionally unavailable. In a moment where I felt vulnerable, I met another man and we started a relationship. He is also married and was in a very similar situation to mine. I love my children and my home, but this new man makes me feel loved and I am very confused. Please help. Well, you've got to make your mind up.
I'm just looking at Elena because I want to see how, because usually this is the kind of question that makes you...
No, I've changed.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I've changed.
I want the old Elena back.
No, you don't. You really don't. No, honestly, you know, jokes aside, I think you've got to make up your mind. Honestly, it's not even funny. This is this is like in the movies. You're going to be 80 years old and still not knowing what you want out of, what you want for your life. Rather, I can't even speak now. What you want, and also what your children see in you. It's not good. It's so much indecision, so much.
But I think the biggest problem here, Lena, before we even go to that, I think indecision is not even the biggest issue. Let me tell you something. Everything that starts wrong ends wrong.
Yeah.
Now you think about this. You made a decision because your relationship wasn't going as well as you wanted. According to you, your husband's a great husband, but emotionally unavailable. So you decided, you found someone who's also married, and you guys found yourselves in this time where things weren't going so well, so you just stumbled and fell into a relationship. You didn't fall into a relationship, you decided to. Now, think with me. At some point, this person who thought it was okay to cheat with you on their partner, and you did the same, who's to say that because their standards are that low and they would accept to cheat, who's to say that they won't do that to you?
It's actually a deja vu.
So, yes, and who's to say perhaps that you won't do that to them? And I'm sorry, I'm going to be very honest with you here. I don't think there's anything positive about this relationship. You can lie to yourself all you want. And I'm going to be very straight here. Since Elena is being so diplomatic and politically correct, I'm going to take on her role. This relationship is completely wrong, has no future, and you shouldn't be there. There's no chance you should be in a relationship where you haven't even resolved what you left behind. And this is going back to the culture where everything is disposable. Because you haven't said anything bad about your partner, your husband, other than he's emotionally unavailable. But
what does that mean anyway?
My question is he emotionally unavailable, or is he a hard worker and he perhaps has not much time to do the things you want to do, and maybe you label him as emotionally unavailable? I think you need to either go back and fix that and come clean about what happened to you. And I'm telling you, if you stay in this current relationship that you started, things are going to turn sour.
Yes.
Because what he did against his wife with you, sooner or later he will do against you with someone else. Listen, make no mistake about that. And I'm not going to apologize for being so direct, but there is no future in that relationship. You have to come clean, try to work things out. If they don't work, then you move on, and then you would start a relationship with you being available. But at least you did things the right way. And
integrity.
And integrity.
It's called integrity.
What else can I say? So.
Oh, wow.
This was a this one made me animated. It didn't make Elena animated, but it made me animated. Okay, last question. And this one comes from Samantha Maxine. It says, my boyfriend received a work proposal to work abroad for 18 months because the financial rewards were really good. Our plan was to get married once he returned. He has now been there for 6 months, and I don't think I can wait any longer. We agreed on him working abroad together, but I want to call it quits because I don't really want to wait any longer. Maxine, is it Maxine?
Yes.
Well, let me just say this to you. If you agreed together that he would work abroad for a short period of time, well, it's a long time, but you agreed on that so you could make some money, come back, start a life together, get married, buy a house, and you agreed on that. The relationship, the solution is not to quit the relationship if it's been difficult for you. You either agreed together for him to return, or then you try to push through these 18 months. But you don't quit a relationship because things are difficult. Actually, it's when things get tough that you find out about what the strengths and the weaknesses of the relationship are, and you go through with that. You don't quit because things get difficult.
Of course not, but I would be so interested to know why. Why can't you wait any longer? What is going on that you suddenly changed your mind? Because to make a decision, and James, to say to one another, no, we can do this. I'll see you in 18 months. This is going to work for us. What made you change your mind? What is going on? Are you hearing of things that are happening where he is that you're not happy about? What is it?
Are people trying to change your mind? Are they putting thoughts in your own mind about this?
Yes, because I think that when the relationship is solid and is serious and mature, you don't just say, okay, then I'll see you in 18 months, this is, without you thinking things through. So there must be something going on. I know this is not answering your question, but you know, I wish you had specified a bit more. But yeah, I mean, you can't just do that, because poor guy, he's going to feel like, you know, this is good for us, it's even good for myself, for his career, and then suddenly you are kind of blackmailing him in a way.
If you agreed for these 18 months to be a period where it would be tough, but you are working for a common goal, be strong. Support him, and if you made that decision together, then you go forward together.
Yes.
Don't quit a relationship because things get tough. You know, it's when things get difficult that you get closer together, that you learn together, that you find out how strong your relationship is. This is an opportunity. Try not to quit.
Maturing, isn't it? To grow as a person, absolutely.
Okay, that's the end of the show.
Yes, it is.
We will be back. That's a wrap. We will be back again next time. If you want to get in touch, do write to us on questions@lovetalkshow.tv. If you want to take part in our weekly seminars, every Saturday we hold the seminars for singles and couples alike. Do come along, it's free of charge, and we'd love to see you there. For more information, you can call 020-7686-6000 or go to our website, lovetalkshow.tv.
Absolutely, that's it. That's all.
Until next time,
Bye.
bye-bye.